How do you start collecting in 2025? Let's get into it. It is absolute madness right now in the collecting sphere, but that shouldn't stop you from starting a collection. So let's get into the tips of starting a collection in 2025. We've got 2 stacks of Twilight Masquerade, and yes, we're gonna start our collection today with Twilight Masquerade. And there's a reason we have only Twilight Masquerade. We'll get into that in just a second, but we've got 2 stacks because the editor is going to battle one of our favorite employees at one of our card shops. They're going at it again.
You're going down this time, Sean. You're going down.
So let us know who you think is going to win, Sean or the editor. We're going to start with one of Sean's pack here. These came out of a standard booster box. We paid $8.99 Canadian. So yes, the Canadian pricing of this is slightly over $50. We chose to use the American denomination of $50. So for the Canadians in here, it's, well, we'll put the conversion up. The conversion changes every day. But at the time, I believe it was just under $70 Canadian. I don't know what it is while we shoot this, but it is $50 American.
So can you even start your collection with $50 with Pokemon these days? Because it is a rough out
you
there.
You can.
Okay.
There are many different ways to do it. The reality is we had to look far and wide. This was not an easy thing to do. It took some time for us to find even packs that were under $10. And for those of you who are interested, let's just get this pack going. Let's go water. We have done this before. And we specifically did this with Twilight Masquerade almost a year ago.
And oh boy, have things changed.
And so for those of you who want to see what a year ago Twilight Masquerade $50 challenge was, we will put that on at the end of this one.
You don't want to miss that one because that's going back in time. But don't go there yet.
So we have a series of these, so you can check those out. But the reality is, the principles haven't changed, okay? The dollar amount you might have to spend has changed a little bit.
And how many cards you get for that dollar amount
but
might be a little different.
I don't want you guys to get too deluded in the madness right now. You can still get decent priced Pokemon cards, and I think people need to open up their viewpoint on what it is and how it is to collect Pokemon. And that's why I want to get into some of the points of how can you collect cost effectively.
Where do you even start? Where do you start?
With the absolute madness that is right now. Oh, and Sean starts off strong.
Oh my goodness.
Strong with a Probopass illustration from Twilight Masquerade. My goodness. Okay. And a Tinglu. Well, let's take a look at this beauty underneath the microscope. Probopass. This card is so adorable. There's so many Pokemon in this card. I would love for someone to count them all and put them in the comments. But that Bidoof butt is by far my favorite. Well, editor, you've already got some catching up to do.
Yeah, this is gonna be.
Let's get into the second Twilight Masquerade pack.
Let's get into the next tip. Let's get into the next tip for the people.
The thing that you want to do is have a goal. And so for us, our goal today is to collect Twilight Masquerade. Now, the reality would be to eventually either master or complete the set in some way, shape, or form. So that would be the goal, is to complete a set. Now, if completing a set is a goal for you, then pick a set and stick to it until you've completed that set. Let's go fire. Now, that may be an incredible challenge depending on the set you've chosen, especially if you've chosen something like Prismatic that has, you know, Master Balls and Pokeballs and all kinds of madness in it. Or you might have chosen an easier set like, you know, Obsidian Flames. which is a much smaller set to complete. Or you might have chosen something like Paldean Fates that has a bunch of baby shinies in it, and then I say good luck to you, because if you think Prismatic is hard, you know, try Paldean Fates. I'm just going to leave it at that.
At least the hit rates on Paldean Fates aren't terrible compared to Prismatic.
Well,
so.
They're actually pretty close to each other.
It doesn't feel that way.
So, anyways, sets. People love to complete sets, but it's not the only thing out there. I know YouTubers love to talk about set completions and master sets and all of these things, but they are very, very expensive. And that's not the only thing that's out there. I've seen people complete things like every sleeping Pokemon out there. So they go through all of the cards and they make themselves a list, and they decide that they want to finish the set of, they want to find and collect every sleeping Pokemon. And I thought that was absolutely creative and hilarious and adorable and just simply amazing. Very, very different. Some people collect every flying Pokemon. Some people collect only Slowpokes.
Speaking from experience, are you?
Speaking from experience, I have a Slowpoke collection. And so some people just collect one Pokemon. And so there is no right or wrong way to collect Pokemon, and don't ever let anyone tell you otherwise. And so don't, just because everybody out there, okay, well, editor, you've got yourself a challenge here.
Yeah,
we're going back
I got a hole to dig out
into
of.
Sean's packs here. Don't let anyone tell you you're collecting wrong, or your collection, you know, it isn't worth enough or whatever. I know people who, let's go water. Come on, give me a water energy. I know some people that, speaking of,
Commons?
only collect commons, because common arts are stunning. And this is one of my favorite commons from this collection. This Abra is absolutely stunning. I hope one day that they make a full art version of this Abra. I may actually take the art and make a full art version for myself, just because I love it so much. Stunning, absolutely stunning. Some people only collect what they call combining arts, and if you've never heard of combining arts, oh my goodness, you have missed something in this world. Combining art Pokemon cards are getting more common. Pokemon is throwing more and more into the Pokeverse, and combining arts are absolutely so cool. If you haven't seen the combining arts in 151, let me know in the comments down below. We're thinking of doing a combining art 151 video. So if you don't know anything about those, let me know, because I think there might be a huge thing to talk about in regards to that. I just love combining arts. I'm getting more and more in love with them, and quite frankly, I may decide to start collecting them. We'll see. We'll see. Okie dokie for our second rare. The editor is taking a breath.
Just a little bit.
So there's no wrong way to collect, and there's absolutely no wrong card to collect. However, what I will say is willy-nilly collecting cards here and there, randomly buying packs, and picking up a Twilight Masquerade pack here, and picking up a Temporal Force pack there, is just not the best financial sense. And opening packs just to open packs is just a very expensive way of doing things, especially right now. And so unless you've got a specific plan and objective right now, especially if you're starting off, I would not be buying packs to open unless you've got a plan. And here's why I say that. Let's go water. Come on. At a year ago, 6 months ago, we used to buy packs. And I say we as a channel, we used to buy packs at roughly $5 or under. I used to never buy packs over $5. And that is absolutely insane to say now, because I literally am now trying not to buy packs at $10. So under $10 is my goal now.
For
6
now.
months later.
For now.
It's not always going to be like this, gang. And that's the other thing. If you're starting off now, know that it's not always going to be like this. So if you decide today, knowing all of this information, that maybe now is not the time, I also understand.
We've been getting a lot of comments from people saying they're kind of putting collecting on pause because they just can't afford and or find anything.
And I get it. I totally get it. But I hope...
There's nothing wrong with that, too.
I really hope that you don't give up, because the reality is it's not always going to be like this. And we're already seeing a shift. We're already seeing people able to find more cards. Even in the last week, we've seen stores like GameStop, Walmart seeing more packs come through. We're seeing
local game shops are really stepping up. So
there's more packs available in the past like 2 weeks than there has probably been in the last 6 months. So hang in there. If you're already a collector, it's coming. And for new collectors who are like scared to get into the game because of what's happened in the last 6 months, I'm telling you, now's the time to really bring in that knowledge, start really watching some videos, start preparing your plan for what you want to collect and what you want to do, because things are going to be shifting a little bit so that things are going to be more cost effective. Okay.
Still nothing.
Where are we at here? Okay.
Oh, goodness.
Editor. We've got
you going back to me?
Oh, yes.
Oh, man.
Editor, here we are where you're so behind. You're just so behind. What are you going to do?
Hey, and being here is also a great way to keep your collection
going.
Because
we are here to help you make sure that you get the best deals possible. Make sure that you stay on top of what's going on, what to avoid, first of all. And let's go fire. And definitely make sure that you keep your collection at its best. Oh, Snorlax, adorable. Adorable. We just want to have fun here. We just want to have fun, enjoy the collecting process, and just collect what we love to collect.
There we go. Finally,
well,
something.
There you go. Alana's Aid, ultra rare.
Okay, not as good as an illustration rare, but...
Well, that depends who you ask, because this is a trainer. We get ourselves a trainer train, and let's take a look at it underneath the microscope. This Alana's Aid just gives me Animal Crossing vibes. She's going fishing, and she's gonna go get her fish. Oh my goodness. Those blue eyes. Okay, Sean. We are now, well, pretty much tied, I would say.
Close to it.
We are very much illustration fans, so we would say that Sean is slightly above.
Has the edge,
but
maybe?
That's a personal preference more than anything. Let's go water. Ooh, psychic.
Always.
Psychic. Okay, so we've talked about mastering sets. We've talked about picking a Pokemon and just sticking with it.
Or setting a goal.
Setting a goal of some sort.
Maybe setting a budget.
Then there's the budget. Here's the thing. Setting a budget is hard to stick to. And I promise you, it's even harder when you've got a YouTube channel. And you just want to open packs and do what we do, which is give them to the people. Everything we open here on the channel, or pretty much everything, we give away. So it's really hard not to open packs when you do what we do. Let's go water. Come on, give me a water energy, please.
But that means by them being here, they have a chance to start their collection on the right foot.
Exactly. And so here is the thing. If you'd like to win the beautiful hits we've opened so far, and hopefully we get another one.
A chance to win. A chance to win.
Yes, of course, a chance to win. Comment down below. Let us know what your thoughts are. Are you going to start collecting? What are you going to start collecting? Comment down below. Subscribe to the channel for a chance to win.
Details in the description.
Come back next week to find out whether or not you've won today's cards.
Come on.
It is that simple. Come on. And an Alakazam. Okay, so will Sean come out with another hit? If not, I think they're tied this time.
Yeah.
Or you'll have to let us know in the comments if one of those hits to you means more than the other. And my last point, and this is the strongest point, and this is the big point, okay? So please don't forget it, whatever you do, is don't let anyone tell you you are collecting wrong, ever. Don't let anyone ever tell you that you are doing it wrong. That's just not right. Collecting Pokemon is supposed to be a fun community. We are here to support each other, and that is just the reality of the game. We are here to have fun, and we are here to collect, and that is just the fun of the game. Now let's go, Water. Oh, come on, for reals? But the biggest thing, and the absolutely most important thing to never forget, is it's a Pokemon trading card game, gang. So we are here to trade with other people, to come together as a community and help each other out. And I think it's one of the biggest things that the community has forgotten. And so please, if you've got duplicates, before you go and trade it to a card shop, think about that. Look at Facebook pages or groups or other things like that and find out whether or not there's a trade event coming up in your community. Connect with people and find out whether or not you can go to those events, and you're going to get way more value for your cards. It is a trading card game. I think a lot of people have forgotten that with all the scalping and all the high prices and all the stuff. And it's not about trading over, Facebook and marketplace and all of that. It's about connecting in human at events and doing those things and having some fun together. And I think if more people partook in some of those things, they'd really get the most out of the actual purpose of this, which is to have some fun, engage with people, and participate in the actual trading of these, which is what you're supposed to be doing. So I just want to let you guys know that if you are new to the trading card game, you don't need to necessarily learn the game, but if you want to collect Pokemon cards, you're gonna open some cards. We get that. We totally get that. But you definitely need to engage in the community, and we hope that you get out there to trade your duplicates. Now, congratulations to last week's winner. Let's see if Sean has another hit. Ooh. He does not. I think it's a tie. Now, check out last year's video on Twilight Masquerade, because oh my goodness, it was a $50 collection that we did back then. This is all going to be put in a binder for the winner for next week. And you should always get yourself some sleeve and some binders. Don't ever forget that. Now, unfortunately, it couldn't fit in this year's lovely budget, but I think we did fit it in last year's budget. So check that out over here next.